My silver dealer says, sell now, then buy this. I've always wondered, how is it that these dealers get by on the thin margins of silver? I mean, $2 for a premium, some taxes. How do they possibly get by? Well, my dealer came clean and he showed me this is exactly what they're doing. Oh, if you're interested in silver, click the link in the description. Money Metals is holding this contest. They're giving away 20 American Silver Eagles. Every month they're holding this contest. Click that link. That silver is waiting for you. Don't miss it. This is what they're doing. They're not just buying silver that you bring in. You and I, Silver Stackers, I mean, it's been more than 3 months running. Over 3 months of stackers cashing out silver. And I've been thinking, oh, that's the only way they can make their money. They could, your local dealer, they're just waiting for stackers to come in. They're buying that silver and then they're swapping it out, trying to sell it. Well, I couldn't be more wrong. This is what they're really doing. And this is why my dealer was explaining to me, this is the time to sell now and pick up. Well, listen, let me start from how he's laying this out. We have the silver to gold ratio at a very wide spread presently. So you need, as of this recording, 101 of these ounces of silver. That's how much silver you need to pick up 1 ounce of gold to swap it out. 101 of these. I'm holding right here in my hand about 20. It's about 20 here. So you need 5 times this amount to get 1 ounce of gold. And as silver stackers, typically that's what we watch. We watch the silver to gold ratio, and we're constantly waiting to see when we could swap out the silver for gold. And fine, that's smart. That's a smart way to do it, because we've seen just in the past 20 years, that ratio will tighten to about, it's been 70, even lower than 70. It's gone to like 68, 65 to 1. So you could swap out this silver, which is relatively cheap, and get yourself a full ounce of gold. And many of us do that. Then we should be doing that. Don't get me wrong, we should be doing that. But now that the spread is so wide, what we're supposed to be doing, and this is how dealers are making their money, is they go in reverse. They take 1 ounce of gold that they picked up back when that ratio was tight, and they swap it out for all this silver. And when they do that, it's so smart because they get 101 ounces of these silver rounds without any premium. If I was going to go into a coin shop today, a local shop, and buy this, every ounce of this silver that I'm holding, I would be charged a premium. It could be as high as $2. Certainly these days, where dealers are struggling to get people in the door, it could be $2 on top of the spot for each of these. So spot is presently, at the time of this recording, it's about $33 an ounce. That makes it $35 for each ounce. And then taxes on top of that, paying taxes for each ounce. So it really adds up. But we have to do what dealers are doing. We need, as silver stackers, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you that this seems to me to be the smart way. Why don't we just act like dealers? This is what dealers are doing. This local dealer of mine, he swapped out 3 full ounces of gold, and he had some 1/10 ounces on top of that. A lot of gold for a lot of silver. And he's not paying any premiums. And then he goes back to his shop, he sells each ounce individually with a premium on top of it. That's how he's making his money. That's how he's doing it. So you and I, as stackers, doesn't it sound like that's what we should be doing? Right? I'm not giving you do what you want to do. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just showing you the pattern of silver in this market. I mean, that makes sense. That tells me that we should be acting like the dealers. And oh, look, the Crew Grand just slipped in there. We should be acting like the dealers and swapping out a full ounce of gold to get all the silver while the ratio is wide. Look, a few weeks ago, this ratio was about 112 to 1. 112 to 1. That's how wide that spread was. So when it's extreme like that, the lesson really is when it's extreme, when the spread is very wide or very tight, that's when we make a move. When it's in the middle, fine, we're accumulating silver as we can. But when there's a wide spread like that, or a tight, when it tightens, that's when we should be making a move. It's really a good way to look at it. Click that link, get in on that contest. 20 American Silver Eagles, they're giving it away. Thank you, Money Metals Exchange, for sponsoring this channel. I really love this contest. They're holding it every month. Click that link. It's free. take home that silver. I'll see you guys on the next one.